this JNU incident was something which I'll never forget. I'll tell my children, my grandchildren, that this thing could happen. It was in Sabarmati Dhaba, the screening was been planned, and 3 days before, the Twitter and Facebook where a shimmering campaign was going on that right-wingers are trying to, bring the film, which is a right-winger film, which is a BJP's propaganda against Muslims. That Love Jihad film is coming up. So I tried to reply wherever I saw that kind of Facebook pages, Facebook messages, Twitter messages. I told them that see the film, and after that you want to beat me, you want to discuss the film, but watch the film first. So I didn't expect that this kind of situation will happen. When I reached with my computer, my film was being screened from my laptop, and there was a projection, and it's a screen, big screen. It was a lovely projection was going on, and a group of students led by the JNU SU, which was at that time Nidhi Jha was the secretary, led by her. They started sloganeering, then they burned my effigy, all these leaderships effigy they burned. Still, the screening started in time. There were approximately 200 people who were watching the script as screening. In the middle of the screening, they attacked in a very, very planned way. They encircled the whole crowd. First, they broken the screen. It was a LED screen. So they broken the screen. Then I was being protected because my laptop was there. So 2-3 people of the organizers. Organizer was Swami Vivekanand Memorial Association of. There is an organization dedicated to Swami Vivekanand's philosophy. So they organized it. So they were protecting me, but then the second plan of attack was being on us. So somehow I saved my computer. One of my female associates, she got a blow, and I got a couple of blows, but somehow we managed to come out of the place, and I was being sheltered in one of the professor's house. Then I could not move out of that place whole night. And then I come to know that the worst possible riot started inside JNU. And the old SFI leaders, old JNU SU leadership, they came with cars being encircled. The security who tried to stop them, one of the worst incidents happened that one of the ex-JNU secretary, JNU SU secretary, ran the car from the body of that one of the security, and he lost his leg. Even after 1.5 years, he is still in hospital in AIMS. And 17 police cases has happened. Many students who have been injured. It was, I have been told that it is the worst riot had happened in JNU campus. So I am really, I feel very bad that because of my film, this thing had happened. JNU, even today I respect, because I am Education Council member of JNU. So even today, I consider JNU is one of the pride of my country. Now, interesting thing happened is post that incidents, many, you can check my Facebook page, many in hundreds of number, the JNU SU supporter, the leftist supporter apologized to me. They said, sorry, that it should not have happened. So I am happy that, yes, I belong to a family where student politics has been predominantly there in my blood. So I love the energy in the youth. So I have no problem in that. But the problem is somewhere else. Problem is intolerance. Now it is intolerance has become the most abused word. The leftist complaining against the rightists, that rightists are intolerant. But unfortunately, the biggest intolerance I could see on the leftist people, because they violate the basic human understanding of the nature or the society. The thing is, you prima facie, you didn't see the film, you don't know the film, and you made your opinion that it is anti-Muslim film. In my film, I have interviewed the biggest Muslim leader of Kerala. His name is O. Abdullah. I have his interview. I have Brinda Karat's interview in my film. And Everybody spoken to me, even the extreme radical anti-BJP, anti-RSS people spoken civilized way in my film. And I have given my impression in the film. I never said any word against Islam. Yes, I vehemently oppose the Islam, the scheme of Islamic terrorism. So if Islam and Islamic terrorism is in the same meaning, then I have a problem. Then my film is for them. But not a single frame is dedicated to dedicatedly spoken against Islam. No, even sensible Malayali Muslims always spoken against ISIS. There is a very small fraction of Muslims who are being influenced by these radical Islamic forces are there. I spoke essentially about the larger plan, larger international conspiracy being hatched. They found Kerala is the most vulnerable part of the country because of their cultural demography, religious demography. So yes. Now come to JNU politics, because somehow post that incident, I become part of the JNU system. I am a Education Council member now. What I have realized is that radicalization of student politics has a base in India. You cannot deny that. Even for that matter, if you think ABVP is a right-wing student union, in many places ABVP has done. From like Arun Jaitley ji. Arun Jaitley ji was the most prominent student face during JP movement. And he was among the first group of people who were being arrested during emergency. So radicalization or, aggressive student politics is part of Indian culture. And we enjoy many places that student movement has changed. Some of the biggest leaders at this moment in the country, whether in a central or in a state level, are the product of the student politics. Sushma ji, Arun Jaitley ji, you take names, most of the student leaders are in the national politics. So you have to keep the space open for the students to say. And definitely you can't expect students will talk in your language. They have their own anger, they have their own adrenaline, they have their own hormones. So they will talk about that, and they will be judgmental. They will have their own setup understanding. So the narrative is not that. Narrative is whether that politics, which politics come out of the campus of that particular university. If the politics of Jadavpur University or a JNU or Osmania University or the Delhi University coming out with that radicalism, which is not conducive enough for Indian system of ideological war, ideological arguments, if you are not part of that argumentative process, then that politics should not come out of the university campus. Absolutely. You can recall Indira Gandhi was being questioned by JNU when JNU was the first time JNU went for strike. Indira Gandhi went to meet the students. They said, "We don't want to talk to you." Can you imagine that that student has that guts to challenge the system, the prime minister of the country? Because that is what is the nice democracy, nice nationalistic ambience, a narrative being created. But if that is being drawn out of the students' politics, when we come out of the university, we come out with the spirit. We come out with the ideology. We don't come out of that aggression. Yes. With the moment you come to the social life, you are out from your hostel and you are now part of the social system, whether you are going to politics or in a corporate world. Yes. You tame down. Every age it's their own. A child crawls, then it stands, then it walks, then it becomes adult. So student coming out of the student political university walls, then they become tamed down. They started understanding the nuances of the life under democracy. Right. So this mistake has happened in JNU. This mistake has happened that JNU politics is being drawn out of the JNU wall, right. And it started influencing our social system. Everybody, every Tom, Dick, Harry who never went to the colleges has their opinion about whether JNU should be there or not. Whether Osmania University will be there or Hyderabad University will be there or not, everybody is counting condoms outside the hostels. So this is not the conducive ambience. This is not the ecosystem of a student politics. Student politics has to be there in a society. It strengthens the society, be it nationalist or a supporting the government or dissent. It has to have it strengthen the society, strengthen the country, but it has to be like responsibly handled by the leadership. When they come out, they become a good citizen, tamed down citizen with the energy of the passion of the country. But definitely, yeah, it depends on the system which is working. So there is some lacunas we left along with these 7 years, which we wanted to have. We wanted to have a nationalist society, nationalist students movement. We wanted to see nationalism as the driving force of the country, which could not happen. That is my criticism for this present government. Otherwise, yes, we definitely, in a democratic system, you always leave a space for development. We have a lot of space open for making the India, because we are in a right space at this moment to make my country Vishwaguru. Only thing is, these lacunas needs to be understood, and responsibility, definitely being a filmmaker, we have the responsibility to do that.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.